Hello and welcome to a replay of an online battle for Total War Warhammer. This was a 2v2 and it was just a mixed mash of different factions. I was the Empire with the Dwarven ally versus the Bretonnians allying with the Greenskins for some reason. So you can see most of the Bretonnian army is flying. So they only have a token force on the ground, some artillery, and some pretty weak infantry. Now, I've seen this being used before, and I'm not going to call it a cheese strategy, because it's not unbeatable, but I'm going to show you its power. So, the Greenskins have just a line of orc boys, big guns, stuff like that. I've brought I brought a Luminark of Hysh somewhere to take down Bretonnian troops, as well as maybe Greenskin Giant, which the Greenskins have in fact brought. Just stomping slowly on the ground. My allies, the dwarves, has a lot of long beards and some corralers. So those trebuchets are going to do considerable damage to our very thick lines. And you can see this doesn't look that intimidating, but when you consider that most of Bretonnia's money is spent in here, then it becomes a lot more intimidating. So just artillery pieces flying. This is actually the first time I've ever seen a Goblin Rock Club or custom battle or multiplayer battle. So I only see the Doom Divers because they're so accurate, but there's a face on there. So the Bretonnians have moved over to my side, seeing the danger of the Luminark of Hysh. And I'm going to defend this Luminark with my life, because I know it has the power to take down Louen Leoncoeur and many of the units. So, I'm just going to fire at Louen Leoncoeur. Going to get a shot off. But he dodged to the side just at the right time. So I'm not sure. They said in the patch they increased the accuracy of Luminark against moving units, but I'm not sure. So I'm protecting you with handgunners, halberdiers, 2 handgunners, more halberdiers, and great swords. But he's not going to give a dang. He's going to charge straight in and do half its damage on the charge and do even more damage. So I have 2 units of halberdiers right now, remember that, and handgunners. So, but the problem with this Bretonnian army is that he just dives in, causes terror with Beaquist, and these handgunners were almost routed. But just look at the damage. He completely killed my Luminark. Just completely destroyed. And there was literally nothing I could do. I get a few vengeance kills on the Pegasus Knights that got caught up. But, and some shots in the rear. But, look, full health, somewhat less health, full health. Not great, but, I mean, the Luminark was 2,200, and there was pretty much nothing I could do to defend it, considering he could just charge in. So, the dwarves and the Bretonnians have come into combat. I do not know why my dwarf is moving up. He didn't even get a charge bonus here. It looks like, yeah, he has move orders over there. So don't think my ally is that great either. So I want to stay back for a little, but my dwarven ally just committed, so I have to move up. But now I have freaking 4 units in how do I defend against it? The handgunners do something, but they're just gonna get dropped on. And you can see Karl Franz trying to get back to his lines, but it's too late. He just gets completely swamped by troops. And I defend with as many spears as I can, but he's just gonna pull through all of my units. And look, he just turns around, charges, and look at the impact damage of those Pegasus Knights. I don't even have opportunity to get back up. Wait, they just said death to the bearded ones, and oh, okay, that was the Bretonnians. But handgunners routed. There's nothing they could do. And our dwarves are dying over here to just to the artillery of Bretonnia. So now the orcs are getting to get some action against the hammerers, who were winning. But no, this is not unbeatable because they have taken a lot of damage. But they're so mobile they can strike anywhere in my army that's slightly. They could charge this great swords, even though I have so many units. And look at these. I'm trying desperately to kill his paladin side here, but it takes like 4 or 5 units just to make sure he doesn't pull through all my guys. So more Pegasus Knights. There's no way I could get all the way over to here to help my dwarf, and he's just gonna charge in, get the swoop, get the drop on Ungrim Iron Fist, and that's not gonna be good. Look at all of that. Ungrim cannot survive all that. So my greatsword's doing quite well, but I'm committing so many units just to kill these 2 freaking paladins, and I do not want to commit this much, but I have to, or else they'll pill through. See, I see the artillery's firing on me, so I start pulling away some units, keeping some handgunners behind to kill them. But at that point, he's just gonna get away because there's not enough mass stopping him. So Karl Franz is trying to attack that giant, breathing his morning breath on Karl Franz. Azek's casting Lore of Death stuff on people. All this artillery firing on my guys. But yeah, I'm committing so many troops to make these paladins die, and look how slowly they're dying. These are to halberdiers, so yeah, it's not good. So my commander, Karl Franz, I think he died to Spirit Leech. Yeah, he died to Spirit Leech. Oh no, he's right here. But you can see Ungrim is just getting crushed by King Louen. He's about the same health as he was when he charged my Luminark. So one Pegasus Knight routes, the other one just gets away scot-free. And he's gonna charge my guys, and I try to tie him down there, and then he gets away and just gets back to my line before I can even get there. So Karl Franz is gonna whoop this Orc Shaman, send him packing. But King Louen is very much alive with half health, and the Runesmith has no support infantry left, really. And he is doing Rune of Wrath and Ruin, but it's not going to help much. And my line is in tatters because I just committed so many troops over there. And King Louen is just... And Azag is going to just stomp on all over Karl Franz, and he goes down right there. So, as I said, it's not cheese. It's not cheese at all, but I find it extremely hard to counter, even if you brought all handgunners and halberdiers. I'm not sure how you could do it. So, it's good that the Bretonnians have mobility and can do similar sorts of stuff, like air superiority, but they can just Beaquist especially can just pull through pretty much anything, which defeats the purpose of being required to stay on the ground for a little bit after you land, because the mass of the Bretonnians makes it so they don't have to stay down for long. So the giant actually getting a lot of kills, as well as the artillery. My dwarven ally did not use artillery as nearly as effectively as our opponents. So you could tell these guys were working together, had a plan, whereas my ally and I were just joining a quick battle and just having fun. So anyway, good game to the LCM clan, or whatever that is, and I'll see you next time.